You are now watching Real Talk with SlapStik on SlapStik TV.
Here and now on SlapStik Television is Sandy Danto, the guy we thought was Pauly Shore's twin. We caught up with Sandy Danto, and you can too, here on SlapStik.
My name's Sandy Danto. I travel on the road with Pauly Shore. I go on before he does, and I enjoy cheese, eating it and just hanging around with it.
I want to introduce you to a really funny comedian. Her name's Kathy Lewis. She does lesbian comedians. There you go.
Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? I like to eat
Pussy.
Kathy likes to eat pussy.
Yeah, I like to eat a lot of stinking
Pussy.
Stinking. It can't be clean. It's gotta be stinking.
I'll take pussy of any kind.
Pauly, where do you find her from?
She does a lesbian show in LA at the Comedy Store, so it's just
It's called These
Nuts.
What is it like opening up for Pauly Shore?
It's pretty awesome. It's the closest thing to being a rock star without being a rock star or playing an instrument. You go to all kinds of places where you're treated you're treated like the sidekick of someone who's treated very well. So I get a lot of residual benefits and nice hotel rooms and nice meals and smiles from people and good energy, you know?
Good energy.
Yeah.
So how does that transform into the comic that you are today?
I think that people that have to struggle more, not that I haven't struggled, it's very hard to do stand-up, and it's very hard to get to a place where you're comfortable on stage and where you have a good act. But I think that people that don't get the opportunities that I've gotten develop more of a bitter style and maybe even become bitter themselves. And not that I haven't had flashes of that in my life, because everyone goes through hard times, but I'm a pretty upbeat guy. I'm pretty positive, and I try to not take out my negativity on the audience.
Okay, how'd you go and take it with Pauly Shore? How'd that all come about?
My friend met him at a nightclub, and my friend started interning for Pauly and didn't want to do it anymore. And so he introduced me to Pauly so I could take over his job, basically, because Pauly doesn't pay his interns. So that's what an intern does, it's for experience. And then Pauly got me a job at his mom's comedy club, the Comedy Store, which helped me get better at comedy because I got on stage more. And then after a little time working at the Comedy Store, he started taking me on the road with him.
So was Pauly Shore like your first comic that you kind of like looked up to or wanted to kind of mimic, or was it somebody along the lines you said, hey, one day I want to do this, or how did you really
when I was a kid,
comedy?
When I was a kid, I loved his movies, and I watched them on MTV all the time. But I wasn't super familiar with him as a stand-up comic. And I actually loved watching Saturday Night Live when I was a kid. And I loved comedy, and I started doing improv and sketch comedy in college and high school, but I got sick of having to deal with other people. And so I decided when I moved to LA I was going to do stand-up, and I went to the Comedy Store and I saw him and Andrew Dice Clay and all these other people, and I was like, this is right for me.
Okay, so one thing that everyone out there in the whole United States may or may not know about Pauly, what can you tell us, being the intern, being, you know, inside, the heart and soul, behind the scenes, that we, the public, don't get to see? What can you say about Pauly that maybe a lot of people don't know?
Well, people think he's the guy from his movies. And he is. No, he's not. He talks like that for real, in real life. Buddy, what's up? I'm crusty right now. He talks like that.
Wow, you
but
talk
he's
like
not.
that.
Yeah, I do. I spend a lot of time with the guy. But he isn't like the balls out party animal that he is in his movies. And so people come to the shows and they want to do shots with him, and I'm always the one that has to take the shots. He's like, dude, do this. It's rude if you don't.
Okay, so tonight you're opening up for him, and how do you think the crowd received you? Because when I first walked in, I said, no, you talk like a walk like a sit like a. I said, damn, that's gotta be Paulie. do you get that?
She mistook me for Paulie.
I did
when she walked in the
actually.
club.
Well,
I look like a chubby version.
But not really, but really.
I go on stage and I know some of the people in the audience are like, Paulie doesn't look so good anymore. Because they're not paying attention to my name when they introduce me. So they're probably high because that's the way you're supposed to go to a Pauly Shore show. But I forgot what you asked me.
That's okay. I understand, Paulie Jr., upcoming intern. But anyway, you're watching SlapStik TV with Miss V, and we are here with the fabulous Shannon that just opened up for
Pauly Shore.
That's what's up.
That was Sandy Danto, right here on SlapStik Television. Stay tuned for next week's episode with Tony Woods, here on SlapStik.
SlapStik. SlapStik. SlapStik.
Slapstick.
SlapStik.
SlapStik, SlapStik.
SlapStik.
Slapstick.
SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik. SlapStik. SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik. SlapStik. SlapStik.
SlapStik.
SlapStik. SlapStik. SlapStik. Slapstick. 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 Slapstick in this bitch. Shut it down, Slapstick. Slapstick, shut it down. Slapstick, shut it down. Shut it down, Slapstick.
Over there. That's cool. Yeah. So we're doing some stuff with her. We just worked with Mary B. Patterson. Yeah. So and then we can. Awesome. So let's share. We're working out. All right.
Yeah, I'm a go be a
We
side.
got one space. You got to come over here and get real cozy. All right. You sure about that? You okay?
Yeah.
Make you feel uncomfortable, am I?
No, you're good. Are these just?
All that, I'm looking at all that right there. So let me.
It's hard to resist.
I see. It is.
Are we just using these? Are
Yeah, they're gonna. Pick
they're
up
just
the
for
mic.
they're just for show?
Just for show, just
Wait
for
there,
fun.
we ain't gonna go there. He's just another.
I can't not acknowledge that.
This will.
I don't know how. Well, okay, they're just really super fancy.
Okay. Well, not to outdo you or anything. You are hilarious. I'm gonna be hilarious throughout this whole interview. So
Okay.
that's what I mean, not to outdo you.
Okay.
As for example, I'm loving hair on your chest. You know, black girls get down with that stuff every now and then.
It's actually the only real. I don't have hair. Never grew hair on my arms or my legs.
Wow, that's even more sexier and more curious. He gonna show us our legs, Lord Jesus, have mercy.
Look at that. It's because I started smoking cigarettes when I was too young and it stunted my growth. Hi, my name is Sandy Danto. You can find me on my website at sandydanto.com, SandyDanto.com. My Twitter name is @SandyDanto. Pretty easy to remember. You're watching SlapStik. A good laugh for the abs. If you're too lazy to get to the gym, watch SlapStik and you don't have to work out. You'll just laugh and burn calories so you can eat mashed potatoes whenever you want.
You guys are like the fucking black version of TMZ, man.